Hey guys, this is Stefan. How are you? I am excited to talk about the new 3.4 beta. The purpose of this video is for anyone that's a LumiPro owner that's interested in being involved in the beta can pick up a copy of the beta HUD, and I'm looking for feedback over the period of about a month. Most of you guys probably know, I tend to do 2 or 3 major updates a year. This is my second big update this year. And actually, I'm sorry, it's my first big update this year. Last big update I did was about November of last year. The purpose of this update is to continue what we started with the 3.3 update and continue to add and refine some of the details of that. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how you can get your own copy of the 3.4 beta HUD, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I've got Angora here, and I'm first of all just going to show you the 3.3 HUD. This is the existing HUD. And what I did was we had obviously made the color scheme, the tabs pulled it out, and there was this odd plus sign down here. And if you did this, it brought up this additional menu. And with this additional menu, you had this set of sliders. You could change the red, the green, the blue. You could change how much the intensity was. You could pick off the rainbow. You could also just pick off the color swatches, etc. And the biggest thing I wanted on that was a continuation of this concept, not just for color, but for these other things over in here. So intensity, radius, fall off, etc. could be done with this HUD. So let me show you this HUD, give you a quick briefing of how it works, and then we will go from there. Just going to minimize this for now. Okay, so here's the new 3.4 HUD. Let me hide everybody's balls here for a second. So you'll probably notice a couple things right away. First of all, you'll see that the RGB or the LCD area of the HUD is fairly different. If you prefer the old one, you can flip this little option thingy here and slide back and forth between the two of them. I'm going to leave it over in the new one here. And so we could hit the colors like we had before, and it would bring up something very similar to what we had before, except for now there's an advanced button. And when you do this, it brings up the same RGBs that we had before, except for now it includes saturation, intensity, radius, fall off. Sorry, this white dot is from the other HUD here. Why don't I just detach this thing and get it out of the way here? Okay, and then fall off, I still haven't worked out the graphic for it. We'll go work this out. But the thought is now the origami is what we call this thing, is extended from before. The other thing is we've got a little clear option on closing these things down. I kept as much of the old default methodology as we had before. You can also click on sliders and it just brings them. Well, it's supposed to bring them all out. Okay, I've got a little bug to go chew on here. Dang, it was working last time I tried this. All right, well, we'll go figure this out. Okay, so just like before, let's go ahead in here, and I also have something a little more clear to show you which one. Let me just pull the whole thing out here. So, for example, I select on the black one here, and it adjusts the projector she's wearing, and I can now adjust the saturation like I did before, but I can also now hit the radius of this light. I can also, I'm sorry, this was the intensity. I can also hit the radius of this light, and the fall off of this light can be adjusted from here. I can go select the colored balls here, and now when I go select the white one, it's the red plus the green plus the blue. I can pick a color like I've always picked before. If you notice that you'll see the saturation is like it is before, I can pick a lot of purple or a little purple. I can also now pick the intensity of it, so now it's set to black, and I can crank up the intensity of this. Let me go, for example, I'm just going to take the intensity of the projector all the way down so you can see the other balls. And then hopefully, as you can see, as I'm adjusting her, you can see the intensity of this thing going here. Okay, so what I'm really looking for from you guys is feedback to this new scheme. I have a few things else I'm going to be adding to this thing. There's also some of the other buttons in here. I've got a couple options in here for the alpha and the size that I haven't worked out yet, and I'm going to get that cleaned up. The plan is to do some work with the sit ball so I can have a joystick. So right now we have a joystick for moving the projectors around, or I can move the eyes around. I'm going to have a third option on this thing so I can also move the I can also drive the sit ball from the joystick as opposed to just clicking on it. Okay, let me show you how to get the HUD. So the way you get the HUD is you're going to come over to the sales studio at LumiPro here, and sitting over in the corner is a little kiosk here. And the kiosk, when you read it, says, if you're a LUMIPro owner wanting part of the beta release, touch me. Get out of the way here so you can see this a little bit better. When you click on it, it says, hi, Stefan, wear your LUMIPro 3.3 HUD, press help and about. So in this case, you would say help, you would say about, and it'll give you the about thing, and it will also give you the 3.4 HUD. And probably doesn't give it to me since I'm the owner of this thing. And this should all work. If you run for any reason why this little authentication machine won't work, then let me know and we'll go get it figured out. That's it, guys. Looking forward to your feedback. The beta 1 HUD will update to beta 2, beta 3, beta 4. We actually did 10 betas last time on 3.3. And we'll get this thing refined and cleaned up. The purpose of the beta, as we've talked about before, help me find bugs. I don't promise that it's bug-free yet. You probably saw one when I did this thing before, which I clicked on sliders and it didn't work. Love your feedback. Thanks for your time, guys. Take care.